Welcome to the Heaven Hollywood Show. Boom, 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 boom. Uh huh. Boom, 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 boom. Cheer. Cheer. There it is. Wait for everybody to come in. Wait for more people to come in. hmm First thing you need to do is hit the like button when you walk in the door. Hit the like button, y'all. All praises due to high. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Reese. See what we got going here. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about some things tonight. Number one, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Uh, loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Hit the like button coming to the door, y'all. Yo, I appreciate it, Anthony. I really appreciate it that somebody appreciates the podcast and you two keep on tuning in. We got a lot of other things coming. Been crazy the amount of people that want to put their show on the IE network. So I'm just trying to filter out the people that I'm gonna put on there. You know what I mean? And YouTube will allow us to run a partnership. So shout out to them. So we're gonna be able to put as many shows on our YouTube channel. We're trying to make it a 24-hour network. So no matter what time you go to the IE network, there's gonna be something playing. That's what our goal is. So we'll see what happens. Bia. Who was listening to Bia and J. Cole. Bia and J. Cole dropped. A lot of people saying they still wasn't feeling Bia. I kind of liked it. You know, I listened to that song the most out of any song yesterday. I listened to that joint like 10 times. So, hey, y'all, I completely agree with Nikki not wanting to give Asian a feature. She's so messy and it's a bad look. Okay. The high priestess says, completely agree with Nikki not wanting to give Asian a feature. She is so messy and it's a bad look. Um, I don't really know Asian Doll. I do see her on, but what I have come to the conclusion is this. I believe a lot of people get turned off by her because she continuously rides this King Von thing. And it seems like she's trying to use the death of King Von to get her to levels that she may not get on a regularly. So I think a lot of people are like, okay, we've heard enough about you and King Von, and You acting like you don't want to live, but then the next day you're right here living. So you're talking like, oh yeah, I want to die and this, that, and the other. My life ain't worth living no more. And you come back the next day. So a lot of people don't like that, you know? A lot of people don't like that. What's up, P? So make sure you hit the like button coming through the door. The Cash App Tevin Hollywood. Adrian said she's in two big movies coming up. We'll see if they're big movies. I haven't heard anything about Adrian being in any big movies. What she consider like big, you know, website movies or big D list movies. I haven't heard anything about her being in two big movies. She might have a little cameo role or maybe an extra where she might say a line or two, but I haven't heard anything about her being in any movies. I mean, well, Bia got Nicki, and then she got J. Cole. Now, I don't know who else Bia has collaborated with, but she's really only got those two, and she has been out a while. Bia didn't just come out. I believe Bia came out 2000 what 15, 2016. You know, Bia's a long faced man. I wouldn't call her a long faced man. You know, she's just a little too skinny for me. And then people say, "Oh, because she don't have an enhanced body." No, because she has no body. Um, Coy Leray is sexier to me than Bia, and Coy Leray has no body either. But Coy Leray is sexier to me than Bia. Bia is just seems like a bore. She seems like she's a bore in bed. She's a bore on the stage. Coy Leray look like she's fun. Bia looks like she's a bore in bed. She looks like when you go out, she'll like sit on her phone all night and say like 10 words to you when you take her out. She just doesn't seem she seems like a bore. Russ, yeah, I don't consider Russ a big name. You know, he's a big B list name, but he's not a mainstream name, right? Like you get a feature with him. To me, it's like getting a feature with let's see, like get a feature with him. To me, it's like getting a feature with like Iggy, right? And he's not even as big as Iggy. To me, it's like DDG. Like if you get a feature with Russ, it's like to me like getting a feature with DDG. Like okay, J Cole and Nicki, I'll give her that. Especially J Cole, don't really do features of people. But the loyalty thing in female rap. I mean, I put two videos out. Hopefully, y'all go check it out. And I just want y'all to know, man, it's really why doesn't anybody complain about the men? Why? Check this out, right? So Drake and Meek Mill, right? Drake and Meek Mill were in a beef, a full long beef, right? They were not messing with each other. Drake was still doing business and doing records with Rick Ross. You didn't hear Meek saying, "Oh, you switched on me." You still doing records with Drake. You switched on me. Drake and Chris Brown, before they made up, was fighting since 2012. Yet Nicki Minaj, Drake's close one of Drake's closest companions, had records with Chris Brown. Did anyone say why didn't Nicki has loyalty for Drake? Why did she do those records? She should have loyalty for Drake. Did Drake, cut Nicki off and say, "You know I don't fuck with Chris Brown. Why are you doing music with Chris Brown?" Fans are more hard on women. Okay, why? Why? You brought the point up. That's a good point. Fans are more hard on the women. Why? Why? But then, but then, the fans will be the first one to say, "Why are you pitting two women against each other? You don't do it to the men, right? Why are fans more hard on the women?" What's up, Reese? Because he would be called a B. So what? So the women aren't scared about being called a C or a B word. Presentation is key. I mean, I don't understand. What do you mean presentation is key? There was no presentation. Drake and Chris Brown didn't mess with each other, but Nicki Minaj was doing records with Chris Brown. The only reason why I can't cuss Luna is because they be flagging their lives and they be looking for a reason not to pay me. And I don't want my bag messed up. That bag that they just sent me was nice. So I don't want my bag messed up. Right, but the women are the easy target, but the women are the ones that are doing it. Most of these women fans are not men. You don't see a lot of men following women rap. I follow women rap because I gotta cover it. Because right now it's the hottest genre of music, women rap. Right now it's the one that's getting all the stories. It's the one that everybody wants to talk about and read about. But there are two people that are at the catapult of this whole thing because we can't say they're more harder on women because it only happens when it involves Cardi or Nicki. It don't happen when it involves someone else. So Doja Cat fans, right? Doja Cat fans aren't is not telling um Sweetie fans, oh, you worked with if Sweetie goes and works with I don't know who Bia and Doja Cat aren't really cool. I don't think that I don't think Doja Cat fans are going to say you worked with Bia. It only becomes a issue if it's Nicki or Cardi. It's not an issue with Megan. If Megan works with somebody else, I said I said when they say something when it's Nicki or Cardi. That's it though. That's it. Because the Nicki fans didn't cut off Ariana when she worked with Megan. The Nicki fans didn't cut off Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, by that time, Nicki and what's her name? Megan wasn't cool no more. How come the Nicki fans didn't cut off Ariana Grande for working with Megan? See, but here's the thing. Yes, you're absolutely right. People make money off that beef, right? That's why they want to keep going. So then, but I don't want to hear, oh, you always want to pit women against each other. No, the women are putting women against each other because it's mostly women in these fan bases. It's mostly women in these fan bases, right? So I don't get the whole thing about um, if you work with someone, we can't be cool. If you work with someone else who I'm not cool with, that's betrayal, right? Because little baby crew jumped Offset, right? Offset and the Migos are cool with Drake. They're really cool. They've had several records. They spend time together outside of rap. They can call Drake up on the phone and have a conversation. But then Drake went and worked with Lil Baby. Why didn't the Migos cut off Drake? I don't understand why Cardi and Nicki don't do it. I'm telling you right now, it's the fan bases. The fan bases don't want them to do it, and they keep coming back to them with, "Oh, she's doing this. Oh, she's doing that. Oh, she's copying you. Oh, she's doing this." That's exactly who likes the drama. Having her wait, well, we'll see. We'll see because what happens is music fans are very finicky, and you just can't keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. It's been 4 years now. All right, it's been 4 years. You are not going to continue just to wait, 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 because I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Cardi fans don't look like they are, you know, for the amount of people she had following her on Instagram, you gotta remember probably half of those are haters. If not half, if she has 130 million followers, I bet you 2 million are haters, right? She probably got 2 million Nicki fans following her just to keep up with what she's doing. Now, if people miss Cardi so much, right? You would think that when she drops, them records would be at least hitting Billboard. So when Cardi dropped this remix with the other two girls, what's going on? I mean, it don't matter whether it does not matter if it's someone else's record. If Cardi B is your fave, if she's on a record, why aren't you streaming it? Why isn't all her fans streaming it? When Nicki Minaj is on a record with somebody else, and if their record, she still goes on the charts. It may not be low, it may not be high on the charts, but it still makes it. WAP and Up are her songs. WAP is her song, Up is her song. Okay? But since Up, every record that she put out, she hasn't had any number one since then. And she put out a whole album that she produced. And to get that feather under her cap, I'm very surprised that her fans, if they are fans, like they say they are, why didn't that album do anything? It was she produced the first all-female rap album. Do you know what kind of feather under her cap that would have been? Cardi B fans should have been buying the album just because Cardi B produced it. And she had a song on the album that she produced. And I'm not accepting payola. Like y'all gotta have to come up with another excuse because if it was payola, every song would go number one. So stop with the payola. Like y'all, see, this is what differs from me with everyone else. Everyone else just wants to say payola, bots, this, that, fake, not organic. But if it was payola, why didn't press go number one? Why didn't money go number one? Why didn't big paper go number one? It's still Cardi B. It's still Cardi B, right? So you can't say payola if all the songs don't go number one. So they're just picking certain songs. Oh, pay, and then when they go number one, payola. What about the other songs? It hit Billboard, yes, but didn't go number one. And what I'm saying is, if she uses payola, so that don't if she uses payola, that means she can use payola for records that she's on too, because she still gets paid off those records. So she should be able to use payola for all the records. The bottom line is this: Cardi B does not use payola. If she used payola, they would have been found out by now, and they would have been in a lot of trouble. Let's just break it down to ballistics. The reason why people say Cardi B uses payola is because when she was not signed, she took $60,000 of her own money and paid a DJ. That's what everybody comes back to. Oh, she admitted that she paid. That's not payola. She was not signed to a record company at that time. Back in them days, that's what you had to do as an independent artist to get played on the radio. You had to pay off a DJ, or else he was not going to play you. She was not signed under Atlantic at that time. So if see this, that's what a lot of people don't like me because I make you bring facts. I don't go on speculation. I don't go on, oh, well, it looks like. I don't go on none of that. I don't go off on none of that. I go on straight facts. And the bottom line is they lost money with press because it was the most money out of all her videos. They spent the most money on press, right? Her budget, they spent the most money putting that song out. So if anything, if any song they would use payola for, it would be press. Keisha, the thing is, YouTube is doing it. YouTube is blocking channels and giving me strikes if they monitor the live and they see too many curse words. It's not us, and it's not my moderators aren't going to block you off the channel. But what it is YouTube is giving people strikes now for too much profanity. That's why. Yeah, that's it. But no, I wouldn't. They wouldn't. I wouldn't let them block you. Then that's the only reason why they're saying that. If you slip and say one word, I mean, I understand that people slip up and curse. Just like I said, I'm not even gonna tell people they have to control the profanity. But try your best to control the profanity because YouTube is getting real. I don't know what's going on with them. What do you mean you can? Who said you was trolling? No, no, no. Come on. That- Don't leave Keisha alone. Nah, don't say that. So heaven, people are really playing Cardi's album? Of course. Of course. Like so if again, people are gonna play that album. You can say the same thing about Drake's album. Drake had for years, Take Care was on the albums. So like 6 years in, people are still playing Take Care? Yeah. Because Cardi's album, when you look at hip hop albums, what was the last hip hop album that you really had hardly any skips? I'm not going to say she had no skips like some people. She had some skips, but she didn't have many. So people go back and play those albums, yeah, because people aren't really buying albums. I still play albums from 1994. I still play the Mary J. Blige My Life album at least once a week. Put it on, go through the whole album. So yeah, absolutely, people are still listening to the album. It's not like it's 50 on the charts. It's like 180, 190. Drake did the same thing. Drake was on the album chart for years. But but that's Cardi's niche, right? And that's Cardi's niche. Cardi is a a hit artist. That's what she said. And stupid people make her famous. Well, you can't call everybody stupid that's into Cardi B just because you don't like her. Not stupid people made her famous. Cardi B, if you can't respect anything else, you got to respect her grind because she's the only person that ever came from loving hip hop that made it as big as she made it. Everybody else pretty much failed. K Michelle had a little bit of success, but K Michelle's success is nowhere near Cardi B's success. And for the people to say, "Oh, we know it was just a Nicki hate train," well, Nicki shouldn't have put herself in that position. Nicki Minaj helped put herself in a position for that hate train to be created. You just cannot in the industry, in the music industry. You just can't after they have been partly responsible for you receiving millions and millions of dollars. Nicki didn't do that on her own. None of them do it on their own. So if we are responsible for you becoming the success that you are, we're partly responsible. You just can't do what you want. I don't care who you are. And unfortunately, Nikki thought she can do what she wants. And that's what happens. You can't do it. That's not true. Um, the chit chat, that's not true. Um, Nicki Minaj did pay proper homage. That is an old narrative that was proven false a long time ago. So that is not that's not true. That's not why the hate train came. Um, Nicki Minaj paid proper homage. She paid the homage that she paid just as much homage as everyone else. And I asked people the question, and I asked little Kim fans a question. So, what's Nicki Minaj supposed to do? Just bow down to little Kim every single time she comes out? So she got to just kiss little Kim's ass like for the rest of her life? What else do they want her to do? When she came out, she said, "Little Kim is the bar." She came out, she said, "Little Kim is the bar." And of course, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for Kim. I mean, how much more homage do you want? Does she have to say that every single interview? She said it numerous times. Nobody else. That's one thing that I do have to say that has been unfair about Nicki Minaj. She's been called on to pay more homage than any other person I've ever seen. When she does pay homage, you gotta pay more homage. When she pays more homage, oh, that was a long time ago. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Nobody else, they didn't ask Drake to do that to Jay. They didn't ask Little Kim to do it to MC Light. They didn't ask Little Kim to pay homage to um, Roxanne Shante. So why does Nikki have to pay homage to everyone for the rest of her life? She paid homage, right? And then she said, "You the queen, but I'm coming for that crown." That's what you're supposed to do in rap. There was absolutely nothing wrong with what she said. Absolutely nothing. I respect that. You're the queen, but guess what? I'm trying to become number one. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. But okay, but that's what female rappers have been doing since the beginning of time. That's what female rappers have been doing since the beginning of time. Nicki Minaj is not the only person that ever dissed somebody. Female rappers have never gotten along. They've never gotten along. Everybody tries to act like Nicki and Cardi started this female beef. Go to YouTube and look up all the people Little Kim beefed with. Look up all the people Little Kim disrespected. First of all, Nicki Minaj did not take credit for Kim's entire lane. Nicki Minaj gave props and said, I would not be able to do what I'm doing if it wasn't for Kim. Kim opened the doors for all of us. There's your props. There's your props. But just because I've now given you props, that don't mean I can't diss you. You're in my way. This is competition. You're in my way. That's like saying, you and your boy, like Kevin Durant and LeBron James grew up together, but then Kevin Durant can't dunk on LeBron and trash talk. How you dunk on me? We've been friends, so and so. I came up before you. I paved the way for you. How you gonna dunk on me? How you gonna be disrespectful? No, 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 no. It's not the way it goes. That's not the way it goes. It don't go that way for the men, and it shouldn't have to go that way for the women. Once he paid homage, that's it. That's it. Period. She gave homage. That's it. Now I'm coming for the crown. Nicki Minaj got styled a couple of same designer dresses as Lil Kim. They don't rap the same. They don't rap about the same thing. They don't sound the same. Kim wasn't doing the Barbie voice and the different alter egos and switching the voice up and switching the flows up. Kim and Nicki Minaj sound totally that they do not sound the same. Their music don't sound the same. She took a couple of pictures that in outfits that look like Kim's. So what? Is Kim gonna pay homage to them Jamaican girls that she stole the style from? I ain't never hear Kim paying homage to them. That's the reason why they was gonna drag her through Nagasaki that night. But that's another night. That's another story for another night. Cardi B will be back probably next month. I talked to Cardi B about 2 days ago, and she's just handling her business because hopefully, I believe, just from the little conversation that we had, I believe that she realizes now that social media, when you're trying to put out an album, it's really a negative. It's not a positive. It's a negative. But I tell you one thing: Cardi B put this music out. Her fan base better be strong enough to not let a few barbs keep her from getting a number one or keep her from getting a top 10 hit. because when Nicki Minaj dropped that record with Lil Baby, it sure enough went to number two, and the only reason why it didn't go to number one is because the Barb's played themselves. The Nicki fans played themselves. That's the reason why it didn't go to number one, because they started trying to do all that illegal buying when they didn't have to do all that. I think if they just had just bought the record regularly, the record was on playlists. But then they got too greedy. Billboard said no bass buying. We're going to be watching you. Don't try any tricks. But fans don't listen. And you got penalized. You end up getting albums taken that may have been bought legally. But because they couldn't tell and they were all coming at the same time with the illegal ones, with the paying people, y'all think they don't see that. Y'all think they don't see that. They see it. They see everything. They see everything. Stop cheating. Just buy and stream the record. Why can't that be good enough? Why can't that be good enough? If they say no mass buying, don't mass buy. Buy the damn record and then sit all day and stream it if you want. But it not only affected Nicki Minaj, it also affected BTS. BTS fans, it affected them too. The Weekend, it affected him too. So it wasn't just a Nicki Minaj move. It's the Weekend move. It affected a couple of people. That's not payola. Has nothing to do with payola. Yeah, that's payola if you're paying people to buy the record. That's payola. Nikki's not 40, she's 39. Well, she's turning 40. 39, you 40. Your time in the game is winding down. Like I try to tell people, that part is not Nikki's fault. She can't help that she's turning 40. Hey, that's your age. You get older. And unfortunately, black people that are fans of people in the music industry, they put ageism on their artists. You don't see white people doing that. That's black people's fault that people are saying, Nikki's 40, she needs to sit down. That's our own fault because we are the ones who created the ageism in music. We are the ones that are always telling our people when they turn 35 years old, sit your old ass down. She needs to sit her old ass down. She's washed. She needs to sit down. She's not relevant. We started that. We started that. We didn't start that. Nobody else started that. So the bottom line is, when people are saying, "Oh, she still made this," she still made because she has a big fan base. If it was just a general public, it was up to the general public. You see what's been happening. The general public don't. They're over Nicki Minaj. The thing that is keeping Nicki afloat is her fans and her fan base. See, because no matter what the powers that be do, they can't stop you from liking somebody. They can't stop you from liking someone. You know? But as you get older, as you look at all the other fans, Beyonce's not as popular as she was 5 years ago. Definitely not as popular as she was 10 years ago. As you start getting older, your fan base starts to get older too. So, right, the Nicki fans say everything is payola except Nicki stuff. And Nicki fans say everybody's got a machine behind them except Nicki, even though Nicki's on Universal, which is the biggest record company and biggest conglomerate in music. It's Universal. But people say people got machine they got a push. Well, how does Nicki have Universal and she don't have a push? They all got pushes. They all got machines behind them. They're record labels. You see how big of a label Republic is? Nicki's under Republic or under Universal now. They all got pushes. That's another fake narrative that people want to run with when they look for excuses. No, Nicki's got a machine behind her too. But the thing is this: Nicki is getting older, and as you get older, the record label stops paying so much attention to you. That's called deactivation. You get deactivated. That doesn't mean you're still not, you're still going to have your fans. You're still going to have your fans. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have your fans anymore. You're still going to have your fans. The only thing deactivation means is the record label no longer makes you a priority. They're looking for a younger you. They're looking for somebody who's going to be around in 10 years. They already had that push behind you when from 2010. They already had that push. Nicki, for 8 years, there was really no other female rapper. For 8 years, she pretty much owned that division for 8 years in a row. I would say that's a push. I would definitely say she had a push. If no other female rapper won anything, no other female rapper was selling as much, no other female rapper was winning awards. So she definitely had a push. I didn't call her flop. I never. Well, I don't know who you're talking to because I didn't call her flop. I never said she was flop. Right. It's not forever. And that's what Nicki Minaj fans can't seem to grasp in their head. Michael Jordan didn't play basketball forever. You're not going to be number one forever. And Nicki Minaj is human. She's a human being like everyone else. And like I told people, she every album she put out sold less and less. She's getting older. It's not like she made a whole lot of friends in the industry. So she's got a lot of things against her. Yes, the fans are going to be the fans, but her fans alone isn't enough to get her over that hump if the general public ain't really messing with her. You need the general public. Your fans aren't enough. Your fans aren't enough. If you notice, that's what type of awards are she's winning now. She's only winning awards that the fans vote on. Why is that? Because she's got the biggest fan base. But all those other awards that Billboard handed out, American Music Awards, Grammys, Billboard, that people have to vote on and that you get from stats, she's not winning those anymore. The only award she's winning is the ones that the fans go and vote because she's got the biggest fan base. So of course she's going to win those. But there's way more competition in men rap. There's been triple the amount of rappers. Female rap, there's not that much competition. Male rap, there's a whole Nas had to go through the competition Nas was dealing with in his time coming up. He was dealing with a lot of competition. He had to deal with Biggie, Jay Z, Tupac, Ice Cube, all those rappers he had to deal with at one time. Wu Tang Clan, Method Man, Redman, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, like way more competition. Block user. Let's see. Goodbye. Cardi B's better than Nicki. Okay, sure. Cardi B's better what than Nicki? Cardi B's a better what than Nicki? That's great. Bodak Yellow's a great record. Okay, so what's your point? What's your point? I don't get it. What's your point? Moderators, be ready. Soon as people start trolling and start putting Cardi's number one, so just block them. Just block them. Who men don't even twerk. What are you talking about? You're making pointless arguments. What are you talking about? Right, exactly. We're sitting here having a good conversation, and because people can't take it, because I'm a narrator. I am a narrative crusher. I'm going to crush your narrative with facts. You're not going to bully me into talking like these other YouTubers who people like to go over and watch and love to have their ass rubbed and their head patted and say, "Oh, your fave is the greatest. Oh, every song she puts out is the greatest. Oh, everyone wants to be her and copy her. Oh, but she's getting hated on so much." Suck it up. Suck it up. Suck it up. This person just keeps on making new names. Like, how much of a loser are you? Go somewhere else. But you that press. You that pressed to be in this live? I don't bring up age. I said we started the age. And the facts are Kanye West is still rapping, right? Jay-Z still rapping, right? So obviously the age don't really matter with the men. Sorry, that's the way the industry works. You're mad at me because I'm telling you the truth. Get mad at them. Get mad at them. Exactly. Thank you, Reese. This person here, I wish that there was a way to just block their total, um, just in here making names. Just clear them out as soon as they start, because they're messing up the conversation. You're saying, Chada, you're saying I'm tripping like I made that up. How am I tripping? How am I tripping? I didn't make the rules. Nah, you tripping, bruh. I didn't make those rules. Retard. Nothing better to do with his life. Loser. We already know what type of life you got. If all you got to do is sit here and just make names, that just goes to show what type of life you got. That you have to make all these names goes to show that your life is worthless, pretty much. Yep. That just goes to show what type of life that person has outside of YouTube. That they sit and they have to make all these names because nobody wants to be bothered with them. No, but Eminem fans, and Eminem fans are not really like they used to. Eminem is getting older, so the Eminem fans just, now they just come out when people come out. You know, so Eminem fans only come out when people try to come for Eminem. Instead of doing all that, you should be buying. And I guarantee you that person that's spamming probably ain't streamed, ain't bought no Cardi record, ain't done nothing to help Cardi B. Just want to come in here and ride my dick all night. The double standards in rap and film, and what they have to do to get to their spot. I mean, it's always Kimmy. It's always been a double standard. It's always been a double standard with men and women. But isn't it kind of like that in every profession? It's kind of like that in every profession, though, not just music. You know, it's kind of like that in every profession. So yeah, I definitely agree. There's a double standard, but it's always been like that. The men can rap longer. Kanye West is in his 40s. Nobody really says Kanye's old. They didn't really. Lil Wayne is what, 40 now. Nobody says Wayne's too old. None of it. So you know, just ignore that person. They're not here. Just don't even respond to them. Just ignore them. They want to be a part of something, obviously. You laughing, but it's not okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a double standard for women in every profession. Should there be another lady night? Well, we'll see. Oscars, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Um, that's right, Darius. Don't even pay them no mind. Don't even pay them no mind. No, it's not they. It's not they. It's one person. Will Chloe be getting a push? Um, well, she's got Beyonce, so she should be getting a push. Um, Chloe is she's very good. She's very good. And with that new song she put out and the choreography, let me tell you something. Like I said, I had Normani over her. I thought Normani was better, but after I seen Chloe, Chloe Chloe's tough, man. Chloe's tough. What's up, Ari? I think that was a little too much. Like 10 years. Um, 10 years is a lot. Now, what I want to ask people is, for all the people that um thought it was fake, do y'all still think it's fake? Oh, do I think this should be another female ladies' night? No, not really. You probably can't get six women that like each other. You probably can't get six women that like each other. Will the industry blacklist Islam? Okay, so hold on. So I believe it's somebody up top doing that to Normani, because there ain't no way all of these artists are giving her props. And after she did that motivation, man, every single celebrity, it was like when Cardi dropped, or every single celebrity was giving her props for that video, for the song. They was like, yo, Normani is the next. They were calling her the next Beyonce. Oh, she's next up, blah, blah, blah. And then she waited. One thing, Normani does wait too long to put out music, right? Normani waits too long to put out music. Drake's time ain't up. Drake's time is not up. Drake is still the number one male rapper. Nobody gets his numbers. He comes out, he's doing 600K. Well, he's the only male rapper that does 635K, and people say that's an off album. 635K in the first week, and people said he's declining. Hey, listen, if Takashi apologizes to Nicki Minaj if she feels like he has to. One thing you could say about Takashi and Nicki Minaj is they got two hits. Whenever they work together, they go to the top of the charts. They should have had two number ones because Fifi was technically number one, and Billboard said they made a mistake. So they should have had two number ones. And Fifi is now a diamond record. Well, I mean, it's got a billion views, and it's gonna probably be a diamond record. So, say what you want about 6ix9ine. When him and Nicki work together, the record goes number one. So unless her husband has an issue, because I heard he had an issue with her working with him last time, and he was like, "This is gonna be the last time," because he doesn't really respect 6ix9ine because he's a street dude, and to him 6ix9ine snitched. So we'll see what happens if Kenneth Petty allows to work with him. Shouldn't have slapped Chris, but they don't keep the same energy. Yeah, they protect it because they're protecting them. They're like family. They protect those. You know what I mean? They call themselves protecting Chris Rock. And Will brought a black eye to the black community, right? After we complained to the Oscars for many years about diversity. So remember, Will and Jada was at the head of complaining about diversity. And on this night, think about what happened on that night. Not only did Will win his first award, Samuel Jackson won a Oscar as well. Will Packer was the first black man to produce the Oscars. So a lot was happening, and then a lot of other black people won Oscars that we didn't even really get into. So all of that was happening, and Will Smith, after fighting for this moment, got selfish and made it about him and Jada. Okay, Reese, thank you, Reese. But Takashi said he's not a street. Well, Nicki Minaj ain't a street chick, so she can work with Takashi if she has no issue with it. You know, if she got no issue with it, hey, let her work with him. Um, yeah, I see they're trying to put Normani against Chloe. They're trying to like put Normani against Chloe, and they say, oh, when Normani drops, Chloe puts out music on purpose. Who is an artist you think will be able to get a bug fan base like Nicki, do numbers like Drake, and also just have that vibe, not even in just in rap? That's a good question. I'm gonna tell you something. Um, I don't think that person is out there right now. I don't think that person. You remember Nicki and Drake are the last of the Mohicans from that era. Nobody has fan bases like that anymore. Remember, they was around the Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga, with the Monsters and Britney Spears when she first came out had Britney Army and the Beehive and the Navy. They're still around, but they're not like how they used to. Like Rihanna Navy, it's been what? How many years since her album? 6 years, 7 years. Rihanna Navy ain't the same. The Beehive ain't the same. The Monsters ain't the same. I mean, so a lot of those things are dying. Yeah, they still call themselves like the Barbs are really like the only ones that be going crazy hard like that. Taylor Swift fan base, they sit back and just stream and play Taylor's music, you know. Well, you think Fair was boring? Again, she tried to go with the more quieter song because when she came out with Wild Side, everybody's complaining, oh, she dancing too much, oh, she doing too much, oh, this that. And Wild Side to me was an amazing record and had an amazing video with it. So I think Coy Leray to me has she has a she could be like the female Travis Scott. You know how Travis Scott had like that cult following? I see Coy Leray because of her style. I think of her, she can be like a female Travis Scott because of her different styles of rap that she has. She's mixed. She's got that look. So I think Coy Leray could have like a cult following, like how Travis Scott had. Drake's waiting. Everyone says Kendrick is coming. Kendrick is coming. Kendrick is coming. Yeah, Kendrick's Kendrick's a great lyricist. He ain't Drake. He's not as exciting as Drake. He's not as he don't got the flair. He don't have the personality. He don't got the flair. Like Kendrick come up there. Okay, yeah, great. You're spitting bars, amazing bars. He's an amazing lyricist. I could not sit through a Kendrick Lamar concert. Yeah, he's got a lot going on the stage, but I'm not into his music that I'm going to sit down for an hour and a half and listen to him, you know, project his voice like a robot every 5 minutes. Like, great. I'd much rather see J. Cole because J. Cole gonna give me banger after banger, hit after hit. I'm more into J. Cole's music than what's his name? I give what's his name? He's like a black Eminem to me. I'm gonna do the Tanashi question yet. What do you think about Young Money's new female Melovax? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not heard her. Why is the industry not pushing to? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna listen to Melovax. Why is the industry not pushing Tanashi? Um Tanashi is probably one of the biggest um enigmas because she's light skinned, so you can't say it's because of colorism. She can dance her ass off. She sounds good enough. She did a record with Britney Spears, so she obviously has pop appeal, and she's with Rock Nation. It's an enigma. So I don't know what Tanashi did or did not do. And she seemed like, she was throwing it up and she was trying to get out there with Britney Spears and had all the symbolism. I don't understand what happened to Tanashi. It has to be some underlying reason because she's got all the tools. Taylor Swift's Lover, Folklore, Evermore, boring in my opinion. Um, I think Taylor's last couple of albums, like Folklore and Evermore, those were a little boring to me. However, her best album to me is when she redid her old album. Taylor, but that album that she put out that had look what you made me do. That album was fire because she went different with it. She had different songs. That album was fire. And the one with "Uh, uh, eh, eh, that was fire. Oh my God. That shit was fire. These last couple albums, ugh. We Go Up music video. Yeah, I don't know what's taking them so long. By the time they come out, the song gonna die out. I don't know what this new plan of coming with the music video a week after or a day after the song. I don't understand what how that benefits. I hate when people do that actually. I'm like, how does that benefit you? Not coming out with the video right away. That's not a benefit. Not in my opinion, you know. You need to come out with the video right away. But for all the Cardi fans, Cardi B, you can expect her back. If not the end of this month, definitely by next month. I think the little break did her some good. When she come out, she should come back out the week before her singles dropping. If she comes back on a Friday, or she should be announcing her single next week, the following week. Don't give it no chance to leak, none of that. Um, Doja Cat going to be a part of Coachella. If she was smart, um, Doja Cat is one of the five top artists right now in music. So if I was her, I would definitely go to Coachella. Well, we'll see. We'll see if Cardi B's coming to flop. We got to see. If her fans stream her music the way they say they do, she won't flop. Atlantic is a very smart record label. They're taking their time. They're making sure they got the right records. They're making sure they whatever solo record she put out. Cardi's usually very good at picking, at help picking what solo record to put out. Her last solo record was Up from her album. It went number one. WAP was a collaboration. It broke records. So we're gonna see. I don't think she'll flop. Like I said, I've always predicted. I do not think it will do as well as Invasion of Privacy, but she'll probably still do 200 and change in the first week, low 200s. Because I think Invasion of Privacy did 255. She won't do 255. I think she'll do like 210, 215, 220, somewhere in there. It'll be less than Invasion of Privacy, though. The Weeknd's top five. Why is he headlining? The Weeknd is definitely a top five artist. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Weekend just came off a year where his song stayed in the top 10 the entire season. Was that 2020? So Blinding Lights stayed in the top 10 from the beginning of 2020 until 2021. He's definitely a top five artist. I'd say right now in the world, the top five artists right this very moment in the world. I'm not going to put them in any order, and I don't care about genre. It's probably Doja Cat, The Weeknd, Drake, Taylor Swift, and I'm probably going to say either Dua Lipa. I'm going to put Dua Lipa over Ariana, and I might put Adele over Dua Lipa. You know, I might put Adele over Dua Lipa. But see, it's hard tough because Adele don't really do concerts. She don't really do Coachella, whatever. But you know, it's tough. There's a lot of artists out there, and when you try to combine rap and pop music, it's kind of hard. You get different opinions, different opinions. But Taylor Swift, when she drops, it's at least 700K every single time. She's one of those artists that she can get a million easy first week because she's got a dedicated fan base and she's got a dedicated radio play and playlisting. And Ariana, she's not gonna get 300,000, 400,000 first week. You know, I don't know why she's got the fan base to do it, but I don't know why Ariana don't get those numbers. Normani is to tour with Ariana or Doja Cat. Um, I think Normani would do better touring with Ariana. I think that would really help her if she toured with Ponytail. Be honest. Right. Like Taylor Swift is the type of relationship you want with your fans. Because her fans ain't on no fuck shit. They're all about supporting Taylor Swift. You can tell that your fan base connects with you when you can tell them, all those old records of mine that you bought 10 years ago, I'm going to re record them. Don't ever play those again. Play the new ones. And she dropped re recorded music that was 10 years old. And she still did what, 500K? What artist can do that? Nobody. 360. Yeah, that was her biggest ever. The Thank You Next album. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Chad. That was her best album to me. You don't think the re-recorded versions are good? I loved the re-recorded versions. Taylor Swift is that bitch, man. She's that chick. I really. It's not like I didn't know she was that chick before. When I saw the joint with uh the 10-minute joint, I said, "Oh my god, this chick is no joke." When she did the 10-minute And it's the little things that she did when she did the 10-minute song. I what's the name of the 10-minute song that she redid? But she it was off of what 13, and then like at 13 minutes into the movie, that's when they showed the credits. Like she's so calculated. She's so calculated. They showed Taylor Swift, like the credits came up on the 13th minute of the video. She's so calculated. She did that on purpose. All too well. Yes. Well, I really think Taylor replaced anybody. She was kind of like a country artist. Everyone says she replaced Shania Twain because Shania Twain was huge, and then Taylor Swift came. Shania Twain was kind of like the country pop girl, and then Taylor Swift came, and it's just like Shania Twain just disappeared. So they say she replaced Shania Twain. Yes, all too well. Thank you, Jamal. Yeah, she used to do big numbers. Shania Twain was like Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift, and on top of that, Shania Twain was fine. You know, what I mean, the men really dig Shania Twain because of her look. Now, she wasn't as talented as Taylor, right? But I mean, Taylor Swift is just damn right, downright talented. Shania lost her voice, and some sort of something happened to her. Yep, something happened to her. I like the Bia song, and like I said, I keep an open mind. I don't like Bia. I think Bia's lazy. I don't like the way she look. I don't like her long face. I don't like her long toes. I don't like Bia. But I also going to give credit where credit's due. I'm not just going to hate on somebody just because I'm not used to liking their stuff. That London shit is fire. That London shit is fire. Olivia Rodrigo is definitely, she's up there right now. But that London, in order to have a record with J. Cole, just think about it. What other female, when you think about it, I don't know if any of y'all know, y'all can put down in the comments. Has J. Cole did a collaboration with any other female rapper? I don't think he has. They said that Foxy lost her hearing. Well, you heard what Remy said. You heard what Remy said. So just think about this. J. Cole had never done. You talking about Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, um, Young M.A. Freaking Eminem did a collaboration with Young M.A. Young M.A. Um, Remy Martin, Lil Kim, all these women that's out there. Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah, MC Light, and he did a collaboration with Bia. So you would think Cole would do one with Nicki Minaj. He did a collaboration with Bia. That says a lot. That says a lot. It's okay. Age, don't worry about your age. As long as you're healthy, don't worry about your age. So what else? You heard what Remy said. Remy told you why her hearing went bad. And that was a rumor that was mostly around the industry. Untreated gun. Yep, that's exactly what Chad B said. She said that in Sheetha. Let me see. Let me find that part. Sheetha. Let me tell you something. Regardless of how much of it was true, whew, Sheetha was, man, that was disrespectful. I'm looking at the lyrics now. Man, that was a disrespectful record. Yeah, so it said, and usually I have sympathy for the impaired, but not when you hard of hearing from untreated gonorrhea. But you point your fingers at me, I'm the bad girl. When she the one out here misleading the black girls. All these fake asses influenced by that girl. Dying from botched surgeries. What a sad world. But before the butt job, you was a SpongeBob. Sucking cock for records, captain of the cum squad. Oh my God. I'm not messing with Remy Martin tonight. I cringe when I look at those lyrics. Those lyrics were so disrespectful. That was one disrespectful ass record, boy. I guarantee you Remy is not proud. If you talk to her now, give her some truth serum, I guarantee you she'll say, I'm not proud of that. Rika, she said it was untreated gonorrhea. That's why Foxy lost her hearing. And ironically, that has been the rumor that has been going around for a long time. That she lost her hearing because she had gonorrhea and it went untreated. Yeah, that response and but you gotta remember something. You gotta remember something. The response was whack because that wasn't supposed to be Nikki's response. Nikki had another response, right? Nikki had another response, but Jay Z shut that response down because she sampled Beyonce's voice in her response, right? She had Beyonce sample in her real response that she was going to come back with. It was like 3 days later, 3 or 4 days later, she was going to come back with her response. However, Jay Z shut it down. So then she had to go back to the drawing board, and that's when she got Drake involved. And Drake never wanted to be involved. So, and his lyrics showed it. To me, that was probably the wackest 16 Drake ever gave. He showed that he didn't want to be involved in that beef because he was still mad at Nicki from the Meek shit. And as soon as she comes back, she's like, "Oh yeah, we made up. Let's kiss and make up. Oh, by the way, I need you to take care of beef for me." I'm beefing with Remy Martin. Okay, so I'm sure some of the lyrics that she had in there had, it was a no frauds, but she kind of wanted Beyonce was like supposed to be on the record with her. She was gonna have Beyonce like doing on the hook or whatever, and I guess a lot of the rhymes was based around that. You know, which I just always thought the nigga, and I even sent them an email around that time, and I said she should respond back live on the air. No one's ever done that. Live on the air. My freestyle is gonna be my respond back. And I told them to put on 50 cents back down. I said put on 50 cent. But this is the email I sent them. I said she should go up to Power 105, especially the ones that don't like her, Hot 97, and Big Boy, and she should put her response out on the air, not a record, but a freestyle where you're rapping it right there in the studio. And I said, and this is what you need to come back to. Where's it at? Hold on. This is what you need. I laid it out for them. I even gave them some rhymes. Now, of course, Nikki's not going to take people's rhymes, but I said, take this, flip it any way you want to. Flip it any way you want to, Nikki. I don't want no money for it. I just want you to do it. This is what you should do. What? It would have been over. 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 But nobody listens to me. That's what I'm saying. If she would have came back with them back down lyrics. Oh my God. Yeah, no frauds just wasn't it. I know. But that's not a diss record. That's not a diss record. Right. And 50 would have been with the shits. He from Queens. She from Queens. That's a Queens beat. Oh man. 50 would have been right there with the shits. Yeah, that I don't care. The Barbs will never admit it, but I know they were like, "Huh? What the fuck is this?" Well, another reason why people like Sheets is because a lot of people was ready for Nikki to be finished. You know, the same things that people are saying about the female rappers now. Oh, bring real rap back. Oh, this and the other. Trust me, if you go on some of Nicki Minaj's old videos, right? Go on Nicki Minaj's old freestyle, go on the jump off and everything, and look in the comments, and they'll be saying, "Oh, this is the Nicki I miss. This is when Nicki was dope. I wish she would go back to this Nicki." I'm like, God. So trust me, people were saying that around then. People say that about all artists. They want you to go back to the old you. You know? Shantae's diss is legendary. Shantae's diss of all the female rappers, Big Mama, get ready for the Big Mama. Oh my God. I think that's the greatest female diss of all time. Sheeta was hard. Sheeta was hard. But I think that Big Mama is the greatest female diss of all time. Because she called out names and nobody called names back then. She dropped names and she came at all the girls that were out and that were considered big. She didn't care. Shantae was a problem. Shantae was a problem. Wait, hold on. What do you think about people saying Cardi and Meg about to diss Nicki? What do you think will happen if they do it? Um, Now that would be very interesting. I think Nicki would get another rapper. I think Nicki would get a female rapper that all she gotta do is go grab one of these young chicks, you know, Asian Doll or Dream Doll or somebody that don't like Megan already, or maybe she'll get, Foxy don't sound the same anymore, so nobody's gonna really listen to Foxy. But maybe she grab one of these girls, Coy LeBray. Like I don't know who she can grab. Lady Luck. She needs to grab Lady Luck because if it's see, but Lady Luck's cool with Cardi B. Like Lady Luck don't really have that malice. Maybe that'd be the perfect time for her to grab Remy and make up with Remy. That would be interesting. Nicki Minaj and Remy coming at that would be hella interesting. You can't get Bia. You can't grab Bia. Sorry. Bia's not no diss rapper. You can't grab Bia. Doja Cat, maybe Doja Cat don't mess with them. Maybe she'll grab Doja Cat. But all I'm saying is this: Megan's nothing to play with. So I don't know, but people must have forgot Megan's cipher days and shit like that because of the new Megan and because of the music she's making. But don't sleep like Megan's a bum. Megan's nothing to fuck with when it comes to lyrics. So all these people be talking about, oh, Megan don't got no talent. Let me tell you something. You better go and look up them freestyles of Megan's. But Megan got some bars. Mhm. I don't know. Maybe she'll write Cardi's bars for. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't see Cardi being now. Will she be on a record where she throws a couple of shots? I mean, she might do that. You know what I mean? But I don't see an all out diss record. I don't see Megan doing it either. I can't see an all out diss record of Megan and Cardi B blatantly dissing Nicki and calling out. I could see something like Seeing Green where Nicki didn't full out say, "Oh yeah, Megan the Stallion and Cardi B," but she threw some shots that people think could have been about Megan and some could have been about Cardi. I could see them doing that, throwing a couple of shots, but I can't see Cardi B being a part of a Nicki Minaj diss record. I can't see that. Well, the first thing is this. The first thing is this. I've never known a female rapper, right? I've never known a female rapper except for like, um, you know, the Cash Me Outside girl, and stuff like that. I've never known a female rapper that never wrote any bars. Like people kill me with that. When Cardi B was doing mixtapes, right? Y'all think people were just with her 24/7 and just writing bars down, and she never ever picked up a pen ever and wrote a bar? Do y'all really think that somebody writes out all three of her all 24 bars and she's never written a lyric? Like, come on, y'all really can't think that. I've never known no female that has never wrote no lyrics. Even Little Kim, when she was getting um reference tracks from Biggie, she was writing verses. Like these girls can rap. Like these girls can rap just because you have to remember something. When you get into the music, this is why I say it's a music business. When you get into the music business, they no longer give a damn about your bars. They don't care about your bars. You think you think if Nicki Minaj was in control of everything, she'd have been making starships? She's already said she hated that record. You think Nicki Minaj would have been making I'm on the floor, in the last night, and I didn't know, no. Was she doing that on the Come Up DVD? No. She did that for business. For business. She did that for business. That had them type of songs had people. That's why she got dissed at Hot 97. You talking about Nicki Minaj from the hood that used to just straight spit bars. Um, super bass, boom, 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 boom. That's not the Nicki Minaj from the Come Up DVD. Why did she make that record? Why did she do a record with Justin Bieber? Because you're in the music business now. To not write your lyrics, but see, this is the thing, Rika. There is no one who does that. That's the thing. Do I say it's okay for you to get help writing your bars? I don't have a problem with it. As long as to me, this is where I have an issue. I have an issue if you're a rapper and you don't write most of your bars. I don't have an issue with people helping you write bars. I don't have an issue with people putting in words or writing a hook for you, or if you if your brain's overflowed, having someone take a break of you and write a song for you. Tretch wrote a song for Tupac. Do we say Tupac sucks or Tupac can write? Tretch wrote a whole song for Tupac. If I Die Tonight, written by Tretch. Go ask him. Do we say Tupac? Oh, Tupac. Oh my God, Tretch wrote that song? Oh man, so how many more songs did other people write? No. Drake doesn't have a ghostwriter. Like, if Drake had a ghostwriter, why would people hire him to go write for them if he had a ghostwriter? That's not a ghostwriter. A ghostwriter you never know about. That's a collaborator. Quentin Miller was a collaborator. He was not a ghostwriter because he got credited for the songs that he wrote on. Y'all have to follow me for so y'all gotta know that. Just stop saying anything. Ghostwriters, you don't know who they are. Quentin Miller was not a ghostwriter. He got credited for writing a verse on 3 songs. But Drake wrote the other verses. A verse is 3 verses. A song is 3 verses. Quentin Miller wrote one verse of 3 songs. So who wrote the second verse and the bridge? Drake. Rakim. No, no, you have to remember the dudes back in them days are way different. Are way different because you have to remember back in them days, they weren't as in demand. They didn't have to have as many songs as dudes do now. Like there wasn't a bunch of collaborations and collabs and this and that. It was like one album a year. You didn't really do a bunch of collaborations. You know what I mean? Where you're getting on other people's record. So yeah, they all they really had to do was write their own lyrics back then. You know? But as it started becoming more of a business, you remember, listen to Rakim's albums. Most of them, they weren't really songs. They were just bars. But as it started getting bigger, they started making it a show. We want songs now instead of you just going up there and just barring everybody to death. That's what Rakim used to do. Rakim's my favorite rapper ever, so I know all about Rakim. And there was a time where people started trying to say that Rakim had a ghostwriter. I remember. And he shut them rumors down quick. Drake, listen, I say the same thing with Kanye. I don't care if Kanye had someone to help him write 808 Heartbeats. I don't care if Kanye comes out with songs right now that Travis Scott will help him write. You know what I care about? Late registration, graduation day, high school dropout. You come telling me somebody else wrote that, then I'm gonna have an issue with Kanye. Kanye wrote those 3 albums and My Twisted Dark Secret Fantasy. He wrote most of that album. That's all I care about. I don't give a shit about this new shit. I don't give a shit about this new shit. What's up, sweets? I saw Kanye's documentary. That's all I need to see. I don't ever want to hear anybody talk about Kanye needs a ghostwriter. Go watch that documentary. Go watch that documentary and tell me Kanye West needs a ghostwriter. If you have not seen that documentary, Genius, go watch it. After that documentary, I don't want to hear nothing else about Kanye West needing a ghostwriter. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for everything. I'm gonna go now. I gotta get my drink on. Got my little Coke with Jack Daniels. Y'all, be good to each other. So I'm gonna say out there in this social media streets, be good to each other on social media. Be good to each other in the comments. Please don't turn my comment section into World War III. Everybody respect everybody's opinion. Question then, who was Consequence to him? I mean, Consequence was a protege, but there may have been some songs that Consequence helped write. You know what I mean? Helped him write on some songs, but every song is based around bars, right? So when Kanye wrote 18 years, 18 years, I wonder what nobody helped him write that. No, somebody may help him write, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Go ahead, girl, go ahead, get that. Somebody may have helped him write that, but who cares? Who cares? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. If you writing your bars, that's all I care about. So, DTJ, go. All I have to say is, for anybody who says that, I'm not gonna sit and argue with you. Go look at his documentary. Go look at his documentary. Kanye West can go off the head. He could do written rhymes. But as I said, this is the music business. Kanye understands as he's getting older, this is a young people's game. Ain't no 20-year-old, ain't no 15-year-old want to hear a 40-year-old man. So what do? You go out and get some of these young niggas because that's who they're listening to. Bill said, wait, said if you don't write most of your stuff, he doesn't like it. Everyone can write down words, but if it's trash and you don't write most of it, it's not a flex. As long as you write something, regardless. Well, how do we know who's writing what? I never said I dislike rappers who don't write most of their stuff. Okay, so first of all, how do you know how much Cardi B writes? Have you ever been in the studio with Cardi B? So how do you know how much she writes? No, I said as long as you write most of your stuff. So how do you know how much lyrics Cardi B writes? Have you ever even been in a recording studio? You have no proof of what she writes. No, let's not ask. So, do you have proof? Do you have proof? Do you have proof? If you don't have proof, you got nothing. If you don't have proof, you got nothing. Don't let your hate and jealousy stop you from having an intelligent conversation. Don't let your hate and it kills me. Why are y'all so concerned? Hold on. Why are y'all so concerned? Her writing credits look like a Bible. See, that proves you know nothing about songwriting. How do you know? I've seen a couple of. Do you think Nicki Minaj writes her own lyrics? I've seen a couple of Nicki songs that look like a Bible too. I've seen a couple of Nicki Minaj songs that also look like a Bible, but she writes her own lyrics, right? You know nothing about songwriting. You're taking writing credits. That could be anything. That could be somebody giving one word. That could be somebody giving two words. You get a writing credit as long as you had something to do with the song. So that proves you know nothing about music. That's why I didn't answer the question. You just someone who don't like Cardi B. That's the whole thing. You're a Nicki Minaj fan who don't like Cardi B. You have no idea how much these people write lyrics. Exactly. Exactly. If you're on the record, if you did an ad lib on the record, if you did anything to change the song, if you were a producer on that record, if you're on the record that they sampled and you're a part of it, you're going to get a writer's credit. You have no idea what goes into songwriting. That's why I didn't answer you. You're talking to somebody with over 22 years experience. I've been up in studios with multiple artists. You probably never stepped foot in a studio. You're just sitting out here like a hater and going to Wikipedia and looking at the credits. You have no idea about songwriting. We don't know. We do not know. You're saying her stuff. We don't know. We do not know. That's the whole question. We don't know how much of her stuff she writes. We don't know how much of her stuff anybody writes. Exactly. You're just a listener. Sit back and listen. Don't try to do industry stuff with me. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. I have forgotten more music than you'll ever know. So please, don't do that with me. You can go pull that with these other YouTubers that don't know nothing about the industry like you and just tell you anything. You run to Wikipedia and say, "Oh my God, look at all these look at all these ghostwriters." You're still calling people that got credits ghostwriters. That proves right there you'll know what you're talking about. Unless you were in that studio, you don't know how much they write. And I never claimed to know how much anybody writes of their music unless I was there. I don't give a damn if you call me. You can come out for whatever. Y'all are so bothered that I fuck with Cardi B. Why? Why are you so bothered? Why does that bother you so much? Do you ever see her name on the credits? Or you see everybody's name except hers? Do you ever see any names on the credits? Do you see Cardi's name under songwriting? Yes or no? Do you ever see her name on the credits? Thank you. So what? So what? You can say that all you want. You're the only person saying that. You can say that all you want. So what? It's my channel. I can do what I want. If you don't like it, start your own channel. Start your own channel. If you're so pressed and you so dislike the channel and dislike my content, start your own channel and say what you want. You don't know how writing credits work. You don't know how writing credits work because if her name is under writing credits, that means she had something to say about writing. You don't tell me what to say. I say what the fuck I want to say. I say what I want to say. You don't tell me what to say. If you're so unhappy, get off the channel. You're the only, notice out of 62 people, you're the only one saying I'm unbiased. Exactly. Exactly. You're the only one saying it. So if you're the only one saying it, what does that show you? And I guarantee you, you're a Nicki Minaj fan. All right. Bottom line is that person does not know music. So they're going to sit here and try to go back and forth with somebody who's been doing this forever. If I don't like you, it don't matter. If you put out something hot, I'm going to say it's hot. I know how songwriting works. So we don't know who wrote. They don't have down under songwriting who wrote what, who wrote the. Oh, this person wrote 80%. This person wrote 90%. This person wrote. They don't have that. Doja, who? Doja Cat? If Megan were to make a, hold on, what? What if Megan were to make a diss record towards Doja Cat? What would happen? Do you think Doja would win? Do I think Doja would win what? In a rap battle against Megan the Stallion? Alex, am I reading that right? Is that what you're asking me? Do I think that Doja that Doja Cat would win in a rap battle? She might win a popularity battle. She might be more popular than Megan. But if we put two microphones, one in front of Megan and one in front of Doja Cat, you're not really asking me that, right? Megan can out rap Doja Cat in her sleep. Doja Cat can't fuck with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is a rapper. Doja Cat is not a rapper. Now, Doja Cat might have more fans, because everybody hates Megan right now. Let me see Doja Cat freestyle. Let have Doja Cat and without her saying something silly. I want to see Doja Cat go on the radio and drop a freestyle like Meg drop. Doja Cat can't rap as good as Megan Thee Stallion. No, the question is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now people, because they don't like Megan, they may say Doja won. You know, they might say that Doja can't rap like Megan Thee Stallion. she she can rap, but she can rap like Megan Thee Stallion. There's levels to rapping. Fergie can rap, but she can't rap like Megan Thee Stallion. Left Eye could rap, but she couldn't rap like MC Light. You see what I'm saying? Sure, Fergie can rap. Didn't you hear Fergie on that record with Nicki Minaj? Fergie can rap too, but she can't rap like Nicki Minaj. There's different levels to rapping, you know. And Doja Cat is not on the same level as a rapper as Megan Thee Stallion. Now she might can out rap Cardi. She can't out rap Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion would crush Doja Cat. No matter how many rounds they went. Have you ever heard Doja? Is it? Can someone give me a Doja Cat freestyle? Let me see. Let me look for one. Let me look for one. Doja Cat freestyle. Let me look for a Doja Cat freestyle. Hold on. Okay, so here's the Doja Cat freestyle. Hold on a minute. But people are talking about asking in the same breath, asking in the same breath as what you call it? Asking in the same breath as Megan Thee Stallion. So I want to see if Doja Cat has any freestyles on. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Because I know what Megan Thee Stallion's about. So let's see. Hold on a minute. So here we go. Wait a minute. Here go Doja Cat. Let's see.
They be like, Your Highness, why you always buying that fly shit? Why you gotta check them tyrants? And why you shut it down like hydrants? 4-door or 5-6? See what we get with our mindset. No, it's priceless. When there's nice lenses on my irises, need a high chip for that white jet to my island. Why she gotta swag like a light bitch? Why she gotta brag like a tight bitch? Why she gotta act like a white bitch? Cause I don't respond to your hype shit. I think that you niggas might like this. Like, is the world for me? Do you ever feel like that? Like life is surreal, but you gotta keep it real like that. Sometimes you gotta slip real fast. Turn down these niggas that the heels go clack, clack, click, clack. He ain't had an ass this bad. Only if you bad, then you more like cat. We just stack, we don't fold our cash. Doja, you ain't a British bitch. Shit, I just like British kids. Do you mind if I twist my hips and dirty wine on your bitch's lips? I'm cuntified and I kill this shit. I'm done. Let the DJ spin this hit. Spin this hit, boy.
Okay. That was Doja Cat.
Yeah.
So The first thing is part of that was from her song Dissect. So it wasn't really all the way freestyle. Some of it was. Some of it was, but some of it was from her song Dissect. And then the other ones is her really just playing around, right? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a minute. All right. I'm trying to get this. It said she's freestyling.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy. I want to keep the drums kind of cute.
Whoa. Hold on. Finesse, what happened, Finesse?
Mad at the same time.
Wait.
Like, I feel this shit is the most bipolar shit.
Hold
I'm like
on.
writing some hard shit, but then I'm saying like,
What the hell happened, Finesse? Yeah, I gave it like a 6. Finesse, what happened? RM from. Oh. Oh, I'm looking at it. Go ahead, BTS. I'm gonna tell you that now that Doja freestyle, like I said, she's not Meg, but it actually wasn't that bad. Um, the one that I just played, it actually wasn't that. It wasn't too bad, even though some of it was from her song Dissect, but it wasn't terrible. Oh, I gotta look at this. All right, so I gotta go. I gotta check this out. But thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.